Hello and welcome to All About Animals, the place to find out loads of brilliant stuff about wildlife. Today's animal lives here, in India. India has many amazing animals, but this one is treated like a living god. Can you guess which it is? Perhaps the tiger, proud and terrible, the most fearsome of India's hunters. Or maybe the mighty Asian elephant. Or the shimmering peacock. Nope, today's subject is a monkey. The Hanuman langur. Our computer's been finding out all about monkeys. OK, computer, begin your report.
OK, here we go. These Indian monkeys are among the most successful of all primates, and the key to their success is flexibility. Their bodies are superbly built for life in the trees. With gripping hands and feet, a bendy backbone, and a long tail to help steer when leaping. The name langur is very appropriate. It comes from the Hindu word langulin and means the one with the long tail. They live in a huge range of habitats, from semi-deserts to wet tropical rainforests, and from coastal swamps to 4,000 meters up in the Himalayas. Though built for the trees, they spend much more time on the ground than other monkeys. They walk on all 4 feet and run with an easy lope, but they can really shift. They've been clocked at nearly 40 kilometers an hour. India is full of people. A fifth of the world's population is crammed within its borders, and many of its forests have been cut down to make room for them. Some monkeys have left the forest and chosen city life. To find out about these monkeys, I've kept one troop under constant surveillance. The ancient city of Jodhpur, at the edge of the great Indian desert. It's home to more than 800,000 people. They and their elephants, camels and sacred cows have to live amid the bustle. But up on the rooftops, wild langur monkeys can rise above it. Well over 1,000 monkeys live here in about 30 troops. I've been keeping an eye on one troop which lives in the oldest part of the city, beneath the mighty fortress. It's a stronghold of the Brahmin caste, and their blue-painted homes are the reason Jodhpur is sometimes known as the Blue City. And I've been following one member of the Blue City troop in particular. This is Larry. He's 8 months old. Lively, independent, and always on the lookout for fun. But he wasn't always so confident. Let's take a look back to the day he was born. For the first couple of months, Larry clung on to his mother wherever she went.
Hey, computer, why is Larry a different colour now? He was chocolate brown back then.
Well, we don't really know. All langur monkeys start off a different colour from the grown-ups. It's probably a sign, a badge to tell everyone, I am only a baby, treat me gently. Every troop is centred on the females, mothers and babies, aunts and grannies. They'll stay in this close-knit family their whole lives, up to 20 years. A new baby is the centre of attention. It can be a mixed blessing. The young females were particularly keen to investigate and manhandle Larry. But Larry hated being away from his mum, and some of the relatives were useless. Once he got back to his mum's arms, he clung on for dear life.
Ooh, thank goodness for that.
This is Larry's dad, the Lord of the Blue City. He is the only adult male monkey in the troop, and is the father of all its youngsters. But he's not interested in babies. He has much more important things to worry about. As Lord of the Blue City, he's always on guard.
Hang on, computer. What about the city's people? How do they get on with the monkeys?
In autumn, it's still warm enough to sleep outdoors. So monkeys and people start their day side by side. Hindus greet the morning sun with prayers. Larry starts his day with a wash and brush up. On the rooftops, he meets lots of other city animals. Chipmunks live in the walls. There are birds among the houses and in the gardens. Kites share the monkeys' sleeping trees. And vultures sweep overhead. They roost on the battlements of the great fortress and soar over the city in search of carrion. They're no real threat to monkeys, though. Without people in their waste, the desert couldn't feed anything like this number of vultures. And people benefit too. Vultures are the nation's cleaning service. But the monkeys seem most fond of dogs. Outside the city, the land is dry and water is precious. But here there are people to provide for a young monkey's every need. Women collect the daily water from the well and carry it back to their homes. But they have to share it with thirsty monkeys. Larry and his mates are just getting the hang of it.
Now that looks like fun. Oh! What's in there? No food in there. Uh-oh. Whoops.
The Blue City Troop also relies on people for much of its food. There are trees in the city with leaves and fruit, but humans provide much tastier pickings. Lentil cakes? Larry loves them. And chilies drying in the baking sun. Monkeys start young.
Ooh. Hot. Ooh. Oh. Ha. Ha.
Monkeys also love to eat flowers. In the city, they are available in abundance. Drying flowers for perfume is one of Jodhpur's cottage industries. Beautiful and tasty.
Aww.
Sometimes there are bigger prizes. The fruit market. Monkey heaven. But some customers don't want to pay.
Oh no!
He can't turn his back for a second.
I don't believe it. Everyone's so tolerant of them. They must be really popular.
It's more than that. The people believe they're sacred. So the human city's a pretty good place for a monkey. There's food and drink for everyone, and no real enemies. The real dangers here are man-made. The Blue City troops seldom set foot in the streets. Mostly they leap between rooftops, anything up to 15 meters. But when the gap's just too big, they have to cross the road like everyone else. It's just a matter of timing. The biggest danger of all is up on the rooftops. The tangle of overhead wires, cables, and television aerials is the next best thing to a tree. A chance for Larry to show off his swinging and jumping. But some places should be out of bounds.
Oh, Larry, be careful.
Larry's playmate just ran out of luck. And Larry's learned a vital lesson. Electrocution's the biggest monkey killer in the city.
What are those people doing?
They're preparing the little monkey for cremation. It's just the same way they prepare a human body. They sprinkle it with flower petals and powder, burn incense to cleanse its soul, and say prayers to help it on its way.
Hang on, I just don't understand. Why are the Hindu people so tolerant of the monkeys when they just cause problems? Is it because they're sacred?
Yes, Hanuman langurs are named after Hanuman, the Hindu monkey god. They're believed to be his living offspring. He was the leader of an army of monkeys that rescued the beautiful goddess Sita from a demon prince. With one mighty leap, he jumped from India to the island of Sri Lanka. There he set the city ablaze and saved Sita. But during the rescue, Hanuman suffered burns on his face, hands and feet. For Hindus, the monkey's black skin proves they are Hanuman's descendants. Because the monkey army defeated the forces of evil, their presence is viewed as a blessing. Tuesday is Monkey Day, when worshippers honor Hanuman by feeding the city monkeys.
So do these monkeys only live around people? What about in proper forests, like in the Jungle Book, full of wild animals?
This is Kanha National Park, a protected forest in the heart of India. It was the original inspiration for the Jungle Book. It looks like monkey heaven, with fruit and flowers, and plenty of fresh water. The forest is rich in wildlife.
Lots of deer,
Hornbills,
giant elephants.
the glamorous peacock, the stealthy jackal, Indian bison,
A snake.
yes, a cobra, and of course monkeys. Kana's monkeys have done a deal with a type of deer called cheetal. The deer can only reach up so far. So, they gather where monkeys are feeding. Monkeys are fussy eaters, so the cheetal get a free meal. But there's a more serious side to this partnership. Sharp eyes in the trees and acute sensors below give both a far better chance of detecting danger. And there are dangers here. Leopards prowl, pythons lie in wait, and dholes, India's wild dogs, hunt in packs. But one enemy is feared most, the tiger. Everyone sounds the alarm. The monkey must be a great annoyance to the tiger. It's the forest's eyes. From a high perch, it spots the slightest movement, and its shrill call warns everyone else. Once danger's gone, it's playtime. In the late afternoon, monkeys and cheetal move out into the open meadows. Both are wary. But here, there are no high viewpoints to watch from.
Oh no!
A monkey becomes a meal for tiger cubs.
What a dangerous place. They're much safer in the cities, aren't they?
That's what you think. The Lord of the Blue City is the only adult male in his troop. That's true of every city troop. So where do you think all the other males end up?
I don't know.
Beyond the city walls, out in the desert wastelands, a gang of outcasts is waiting. Male langur monkeys never become adults in their own troop. They're kicked out long before that, and they're not welcome in other troops either. In the wilderness, they form gangs, the young and reckless, the old and bitter. These bachelor gangs are temporary groups of males with nowhere else to go. Here in the desert, every day is a struggle, but it makes them tough.
They're just showing off.
The gangs are always looking for trouble. They're heading into Jodhpur. They scale the battlements and enter the city. Larry's father sees the invaders approach. Always on the move, the gangs visit troop after troop, testing their leaders for weakness. Today, the whole hooligan mob will pick a fight with Larry's dad. Scarface, their leader, is a seasoned warrior, a veteran of many previous battles. Maybe today the old king will fall. Maybe he will be the new lord of the Blue City. This is no hollow threat. If the lord's nerves fail, he will be attacked, even killed. He'll be driven from the city, never to return. And Scarface would kill all his babies. The lives of Larry and the other Blue City infants hang in the balance. But Larry's dad is fit and ready to fight for his troop. They threaten each other, grinding their teeth. It's not Scarface's day. Larry's dad is just too strong. The gang scatters. Scarface loses his nerve, and the gang are driven from the kingdom back to the wastelands.
Hooray!
Larry's father is still Lord of the Blue City. Peace returns.
Phew! But will they come back?
Yes, someday. But for now, Larry's safe. He's got a long way to go, but maybe one day, Larry will be Lord of the Blue City.
Wow! Thanks, computer. So, now we know all about monkeys.